Hello everyone, my
Yes.
name is Onam Gupta and you're watching India.com Z Media. So today I have with me fashion influencer Masoom Minawala. How are you, Masoom?
I'm doing well, Onam. Thank you so much for having me here.
So, you're coming up with this new venture. So tell us something about it. I've read a lot about it, so I want to know.
So I recently launched Shebang Maximize, which is a joint venture with Shebang, which is one of India's largest digital solutions agencies. So we've kind of combined both our expertises to launch a talent management agency, right? I think digital influencers are a buzzword today. But what really goes behind the scenes into building them into sustainable businesses, that's what we do, right? So it's talent, and talent is a very, very large world. You could be a content creator, an influencer, an actor, celebrity. Uh, when you have an opinion to share with the world, when you have a community that follows you on the internet, that can actually be converted into a very, very solid, sustainable business. And that's what we do.
Okay. So I want to know that being a content creator yourself, how do you think that this approach can be huge for so many content creators out there?
So I've always, I've been creating content for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
And honestly,
No.
this business has two sides to it, right? There's a misconception that it's a creative job. It's not just a creative job.
Yeah.
There is a lot of strategy, uh, you know, business that there's a business behind influencing,
Yeah.
as you call influencers today. There's a business behind it, which and a lot goes into that, right from data analytics to content strategy to brand strategy to client servicing to ensuring that the content you're putting out, which is your product, is of a certain quality, it's resonating with your audience. How are you going to stay relevant year on year, decade on decade in my
Yeah.
case? So there's so many factors to actually undertake. It's not about a brand paying you a price today to post about something. It's really about them making sure that their brand aligns with your brand, that there is a synchronicity, uh, there is a flow that comes to you actually matching with that brand's aesthetics. Today, I think people are brands, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's said, and I truly believe this, that it was said years ago that in the future everyone will be famous for 5 minutes.
Oh
And I
my
think
God.
we're actually
Yeah.
living that today,
Yeah.
right? Everyone we know has had 5 seconds or 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Everyone influencer
On
today.
Instagram.
Yeah, on social media, everyone's an
Yeah.
influencer.
I've been following you for so long, Masoom, and I want to know that how did you land into this content creator world?
Um, So I was actually doing an internship at French Connection and Calvin Klein. I was really young. I was 18 years old, to be precise. I was studying at the time. And that's when I first came across the word. It was called a blog back then because, Instagram didn't exist. Facebook existed, but it didn't have pages that time. It was just personal profiles. So there would be websites like literally there would be blogs where we would post images and lengthy captions and paragraphs about what we're wearing, why we styled it a certain way, etc., etc. And I literally typed what is a fashion blog. I had to do some research for my internship, and I was just I was mesmerized by what was in front of me. I thought it was absolutely mind blowing.
Wow.
And my first thought was, I would love to do something like this. I would love to have my own fashion blog.
People think that content creating is very easy. क्या करना होता है यार, पोज करना होता है, नए कपड़े मिल जाते हैं, just need to pose and showcase that out. So, but what is your response to that trolls who say such things?
It is easy. I'm not gonna lie. It's very easy.
Yeah.
But what is really difficult is to be consistent at it,
Yeah.
to continue posting month on month, year on year, to continue getting brand deals month on month, year on year. It's very easy to post today and to post for a few months. It's very easy to get famous in a minute. Literally
Really?
that, yeah, it's easy. But what are you going to do with that? The
Yeah.
hard work steps in when you need to build it into something more sustainable. The hard work
Yeah.
comes in when you have to make it into a business. You'll
Yeah.
get one brand deal from someone. A brand will pay you X amount, correct? And you'll post about them. If you've not put in enough hard work to build a strong community, if you're just so easily posting, as people say, it's so easy to post, right? It's make kya badi baat hai.
Yeah.
If you're doing that, you don't have a community. And if you don't have a community, a brand is not going to come back to pay you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could get famous for 5 minutes and that's okay. But if you're doing this to actually be able to impact people, to be able to impact brands, to be able to make a difference in your industry, then that requires a lot
Yeah.
of hard work, dedication, a lot of consistency.
First of all, congratulations for your, little one, and now you're a mom. So tell me, like, how's this motherhood? Like, are you enjoying it, or you're completely, getting nuts?
I'm really enjoying it.
Wow.
There are days that it gets nuts, but I'm really, really enjoying it.
Really? Wow.
I think it's beautiful. It's a blessing. It's
It's a
beautiful.
Yeah. So, people usually say कि यार अब काम छोड़ दो because now you're getting a mom. So that's completely you're not going to follow that.
Oh, now if I start listening to what people are going to say, I would not be doing with you today.
Yeah, amazing. I loved this line. You're a fashion icon and now you're a mom as well. So what is your wardrobe like?
It hasn't changed, yeah, since I've become a mom. No, the thing is, the way I see it, and this is a perspective, right? It's a personal opinion. But I'm me first, and
Yeah.
then I'm a mom.
Yeah.
So being a mom is, firstly, in my case, it's a choice I made. So I was very aware of the situation that I was walking into. I had enough time to be prepared for it. And secondly, it's such a blessing. It is.
Yeah.
I'm privileged to be able to be a mother today. I have a healthy, happy baby. That's more than enough. That's more than enough for me. And when it comes to me dressing or me working or my wardrobe, it has nothing to do with me being a mom. It's just irrelevant.
Now, we were totally dazzled by your Cannes appearance, and there were a lot of influencers too, like, Dolly, Kusha, and Niharika who went there. So was there any pressure or stress, on you that, there is a lot of same people from that similar industry and you have to look your best?
No pressure. There was only happiness, right? Like, Percy, more of us at Cannes, more of us at the world's largest film festival.
Yeah.
There's nothing to complain about there. There's
Yeah.
surely nothing to complain about, in my opinion. Secondly, it's when you're going there, we're all, me, Kusha, Dolly, Niharika, we're going for such different reasons.
Yeah.
Like, if you saw Kusha's content, she so beautifully spoke about all the movies that were being showcased there, right? Like, for example, she highlighted the films that she was going for, what they were about, what she thought of them. I'm going from the perspective of fashion. I'm going to represent the fashion industry. I'm working with fashion brands when I'm there. We all have such different types of content, and I love all their work. But it's just literally, it's a sense of comfort. It's a sense of comfort that there is someone in the city. I need something I can turn.
Last year, Heli Shah, actress, told that she was disappointed because so many, Indian designers didn't want to collaborate with her. So she wore international there. And has this happened with you? Was or not? Like,
I haven't faced this, to be honest. I think the Indian fashion industry is extremely supportive and extremely kind. or I've just been blessed with that, but I haven't faced it. I ensure that if I'm at a global event, I will always wear our Indian designers and portray that it's something that I love doing. I enjoy doing it.
Yeah. Okay. And so my last question is, because you're an amazing content creator, so who is your favorite content creator?
Kiara Ferragni, for
Oh,
sure.
wow. That's
Yeah, from
amazing.
Italy. She's amazing. I love her.
Yeah.
Work is just fabulous.
Okay.